All right, let's talk about something that's about to fundamentally change how we all buy things online. It's called the Universal Commerce Protocol, and trust me, this is a much, much bigger deal than it sounds. And no, that's not an exaggeration. I mean it, literally. The whole process of buying something on the internet, a process that has basically been the same for, 25 years, is on the brink of a complete and total reinvention.
Just look at the difference here. On the left, that's the reality for all of us right now, right? It's a chaotic mess of a dozen open tabs, trying to remember passwords for sites you used once, and typing in your shipping address for the millionth time. Now, look at the right. That's the new way. It's so simple, it's almost hard to believe. You just tell your AI assistant what you're looking for, you click buy, and that's it. You're done. The whole ordeal just collapsed into 2 clicks.
So, what's the magic trick that makes this possible? Well, it's not magic. It's a new open standard co-developed by Google called the Universal Commerce Protocol. You can just call it UCP. This is the engine, the technical backbone that's going to power this whole new world of shopping.
And listen, this isn't some little experiment happening in a garage somewhere. Look at the names who helped build this thing. We're talking about the absolute titans of e-commerce. Shopify, Etsy, Wayfair, Target, Walmart, they're all in on this. This isn't just a proposal, it's a movement that already has some serious industry muscle behind it.
So that brings up a good question. Why did we even need UCP in the first place? I mean, if AI is so smart, why isn't it already doing all our shopping for us? Well, it turns out there's a really deep technical problem that's basically kept e-commerce stuck in the past.
And here's the culprit. It has this nerdy name, the N by N integration problem. But here's what it means in simple terms. Imagine every single online store speaks its own unique language, and every AI assistant, like Google's or Apple's, also speaks its own language. To get any 2 of them to talk, you'd need to build a custom translator, just for them. Now multiply that by thousands of stores and dozens of AIs. It's an exponential nightmare. It just doesn't work at scale. You know, this quote from a top engineer at Shopify just nails it. The complexity of commerce, all its little differences and unique features, that's not a bug. It's the whole point. And any system that tries to create a universal standard has to respect that incredible diversity, not try to flatten it out. So how does UCP get around this? Well, it creates a universal language that everyone can speak. And here's the brilliant part. It basically takes a page from the playbook of the internet itself. It uses a smart, layered approach to completely break that N by N gridlock.
Let me break it down for you. Think of the protocol as being built in 3 layers, like a cake. At the very bottom, you have the shopping service. These are the absolute basics, like carts and orders. Then, the middle layer, capabilities, adds the big functions we all expect, like checkout. And finally, the top layer, extensions, is where all the cool custom stuff lives, like a store's loyalty program or special subscription options. This layered design is what makes it powerful enough for the basics, but flexible enough for anything. Okay, so what does this actually look like for you? Let's say you ask your AI, find me a durable black carry-on suitcase. Behind the scenes, your AI uses UCP to ping a retailer's system and ask, hey, what can you do? The system instantly replies with its capabilities. The AI then handles the entire purchase, finding the suitcase, adding it to a cart, applying a coupon, and checking out. All of it happens in the background. You never once have to leave your chat window. Of course, the first question on everyone's mind is this safe? And the answer is yes. UCP was built from the ground up with security at its absolute core. The most important thing to know is this: your actual credit card number never touches the AI agent, ever. Instead, your info is converted into a secure one-time use code called a token, and every single purchase has to be approved by a tamper-proof digital contract. The whole system is built on privacy. Okay, so this sounds like a huge win for shoppers. But for the retailers themselves? Well, for them, this is a really complicated gamble. It's 2 sides of the same coin. On one side, it's one of the biggest opportunities they've ever seen. But on the other, it's a serious existential threat. First, let's talk about that opportunity. Get a load of this number. $4 trillion. That is the estimated value of all the stuff that people like you and me put into a shopping cart and then just leave there. By making checkout frictionless, UCP could help retailers finally capture a huge slice of that abandoned cash. And you can see this playing out in the data already. Check this out. Back in mid-2024, traffic coming from these early AI tools was terrible. It converted 91% worse than normal traffic. But watch what happens as the AIs got smarter. By the holiday season of 2025, that same AI-driven traffic was converting 31% better than regular human traffic. The AI is learning how to find people who are actually ready to buy.
And now here comes the threat. Here's the catch, and it is a big one. What happens when that super valuable, high-converting customer buys the product right inside the AI chat? They never actually visit the retailer's website. The web traffic that these companies have spent decades and billions of dollars trying to attract, it just disappears.
This quote from consultant Richard Crone just lays the fear out there in the open. If you lose that direct connection to your customer, does your brand, all that hard work, just become an invisible fulfillment center? Just a nameless, faceless warehouse that ships boxes? And this really gets to the heart of the debate about the future here. Is this new technology going to level the playing field where the best product truly wins? Or does it create a scary new default economy where the AI just picks one winner for everything and everybody else just fades away? And this slide frames that debate perfectly. On one hand, the risk is that the AI will just default to whatever's cheapest and fastest, basically killing brand choice. But on the other hand, the opportunity is huge. Think about it. Smaller, high-quality brands could suddenly get discovered based purely on how good their products are, not on how big their ad budget is. So, the stage is set. The technology is here, the big players are on board, and the race is officially on. But the path to this trillion-dollar future is filled with some pretty significant roadblocks that have to be dealt with first. And the biggest barrier of all, the one that towers over everything else, is right here: trust. A mind-blowing 77% of people say they are not comfortable sharing their personal data with AI. Until the industry can figure out how to flip that number, mass adoption is just going to be a tough sell. This is the mountain everyone has to climb.
And honestly, trust is just the tip of the iceberg. There are other huge hurdles. We already know these AI agents can be tricked. A full 80% of finance leaders are bracing for a spike in fraud. And the legal questions? They're massive. If an AI messes up your order, who's responsible? Who do you sue? Our current laws have absolutely no idea how to answer that. So with all of those giant, thorny problems, you might be wondering why this is moving so fast. Well, the answer is right here on this slide. Look at these projections. We're talking about a global market that could be worth up to 5 times trillion dollars. And when there's that much money on the table, you can bet that problems tend to get solved very, very quickly. So I'll leave you with this one last thought to chew on. As we head into this new AI-first world, the very idea of what it means for a business to be discoverable is changing. It's not about search engine optimization anymore. It's about whether an AI can find you and understand what you sell. Because in this new world, if an AI agent can't find you, you might as well not exist at all.